Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we will continue working on this little model. But before I will start woodworking and creating dust, I will take a cloth and we'll talk a little about sails. So, and maybe I will pull out another 2 threads, just every time 2 threads, and I will finish this textile to be prepared. So let me switch camera like this. Why I want to talk about sails one more time, because just let me make sharp, no, wrong direction. Actually, I can show you exactly this right now. I am keeping this zoom on screen. I want to talk about sails because you can see that every textile has its threads, and when you are making seams, you are actually imitating canvas from which sails were sewn, and better to sewing them in the same direction as threads in the textile. The only what you still have to choose which direction, which side, how to align them with this direction or this direction. It's very easy also to find out, because one side, even if it is completely cotton, it is not stretched on this one at all, but in this direction, even 100% cotton, it still can be stretched. You see, it's a little stretchy. So this, that side which is you still can a little stretched, it should be exactly for canvas, and this side which is not even full length, it is not stretching. So this is this side along with which threads you have to put your canvas. So just you have to imitate your canvas. And why I'm talking about this, just because in group on Facebook I have seen fantastic result of sewing perfect straight seams, and the jib is just absolutely perfect, ideal sail. But main sail, the modular position, just created these threads in such position, so it's just at an angle. It's not, and when it's just looked weird when you have seams which imitates canvas, and actually the threads in your textile at an angle, like diagonally. Especially in such this is quite large or big threads, so it is very visible, very noticeable, just looks weird. For example, I have this cloth. If I turn this one at an angle, it still will be visible, but less, because this one is much smoother. Let me try to show you again closer. Just to compare two different textiles. You see how big grains on this one, which is from the kit cloth, and how smooth this one. It is actually barely visible. It's just because I put it very, very close up. You can see it, but without camera, it's very difficult to recognize. Only you can find this. This side is very stretchy because this textile has 60% stretch, and this direction, it's not stretched because it's just the style of cloth. So let me pull out a few more threads and we can move back to the model. I will need a needle and a ruler. Where is my ruler? It was a moment ago here. It's here. It is here. And again, to pull this thread, I will not pull it entirely through entire length. I just will make it with steps. First I will pull out on this end, just tail, and move all these wrinkles all the way to the end of the cloth. The shorter steps or shorter threads you are trying to pull out, less chances to break it. Or if you have spare cloths, or have you used different textiles and from the kit, it's perfect. If you will resell them, it will be much better. It's worth your time, even if you just got perfect practicing on sewing straight seams, and they really are perfect. Just when it is such big or thick cloth, it is noticeable. So now I'm moving this small portion of wrinkles to the end of the cloth. It's just moved for 2 millimeters. This is because this thread stretched, and that's why you have to be careful with pulling it out. Just this length. No, this is not to mess up, this is just materials for practicing. Yeah, this is a good way to sew sails without sewing, but really maybe it's a little too complicated with pulling out threads. So now I will start pulling out second thread, and just need to check where is my Gutermann thread, which I have to insert. Somewhere here. Now I need to switch to this direction. Yeah, that one also can work. Actually, I did it just recently. On the Osber, I did a sample in the deck. I haven't finished it yet. When I will finish it, I will publish a video. I have to remove that must step because when I started building this kit, I haven't that book. But later I bought a book with bravo, I just ripped this yarn. Now I need to catch the tail. I just bought a book with full reconstruction, actually final publication with all documentation of Osberg ship, and actually decided to fix the deck because it was completely wrong in the kit. So I have to remove mast step, remove part of the deck planking, if I can say, because it's not really planking, just boards between beams. And I did exactly this. I was warming up, and not X-Acto blades, but these blades for utility knife. I was using these big knives, and I was just trying to put it on between the mast step and the deck, and was warming up with a gun heater. And because it was really hot, I even burned once. My fingers just forgot that it is hot and touched it. But this is exactly what I was doing. It was very thick piece of wood. It was impossible to warm up it enough to unglue it, and hot blades did the job. So your thoughts are completely right, and good improvisation. Yes, I did it. This was strong yarn this time. One more, and let's go back to woodworking. $19 mm. Probably I have to pull out every stream 2 threads, and we will prepare this cloth. It will not be watching. You don't have to watch like 2 hours pulling out threads, but every time to canvas, it will be just perfect. Because today on the model I want to glue that rails, toy rail, and sort of, it is written mold here, but it's sort of rails. And I hope I will glue the cabin on top of the deck, which I bent previous time, but haven't glued. Okay, I need to move it slowly because this thread seems to be very thin and I can break it. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Martin. Yeah, it is very thin this time and very easy to break. next one. In my case, his tail was still sticking out, so I found it easily. If it is completely broken, you just can follow it on the. It's when it's stretched, it's like under, like on guitar. That strings, when they are stretched, they are more tight or stiffer. So you can just visually even see this. Just difficult to explain. You just probably have to rip a few of them, and then you can start noticing which one is broken and which to pull again. So actually I'm not pulling this one completely. I need to connect it with this one. This one is a strong one. Yep. Yeah, and some of the threads, they are much stronger, some of them are much thinner, and you just can feel, you're pulling it out and you can feel how it's stretched. And if it is doing this, better not to rush it or you will break it. So I made another 2 canvas. I think this is enough for today with canvas. And let's start working on this little model. So I need to find this proper strips for toy rails. 1/32. This is in millimeters. Let me convert it into millimeters. 0.8. So I remember what is the size. And also I need to glue this today. I believe this is probably what I need. Yes, it is what I need. Come on. Two toy rails, two upper and lower waterway, or bales actually. So, and one spare, or we will need it later probably. Okay, this is the plan for today, to glue all this stuff. And just to make it fast, because it is on live stream, I will combine two types of glue, PVA and cyanoacrylate. Cyanoacrylate will glue just dots of cyanoacrylate, so it will cure immediately and just will hold this thin plank in position until PVA glue dries. Something like this. And I believe I need to trail board, so it was somewhere also on these parts somewhere. Come on, not here, not here. On which sheet it was? If you've seen it somewhere, or not, or I have to cut it. What is written here? Just trail board. Press it into position so its rear edge is under the upper molding. Okay, but where to find it? Planking, cabin combing, cabin roof. I can see it between laser cut parts, but I have seen it somewhere. This happens quite often when you're searching for one or two small tiny details or pieces. So we can take everything out. I believe this is mast, this is some wooden part, this is roof. And now I will put everything back piece by piece. I don't have any parts here. No. What is going on here? Nothing here. Ha! Now I need to read carefully. Maybe I have to make them. I was absolutely sure that it was laser cut parts. So this is what I'm searching for this trail board, this small decoration. And it is not in small parts. One more time, I need to check the instructions. I can't get it started, but then can't get the thread to slide at all. Oh, previous episode I was showing this trick with pulling out two threads. So, but you have to use thicker thread, not this thin Gutermann, something in bigger diameter, because when you are pulling it two threads and trying to pull inside a new thread, you are getting big gap. So you have to use thicker thread for this, and then but when you pull it out with two threads, it's less chances to break it, and you definitely will pull it in. Maybe you are making a big knot, so it just can't pull in. That's why I'm making two flat knots, not just one big knot. With flat knots it's easier. Hello guys who just joined, and I hope you will enjoy today's episode. And I'm searching right now for trail boards. So what is written about it? Using the drawing on plan sheet number 2 as a pattern, Cantu trail board. Finally I found it, I have to cut it. From the scrap wood of you cut sheet number 6. Sheet number 6. What's the thickness of number sheet? What is this number sheet? Which one is number 6? Just to show you this. It's not number 6, they are marked with its own numbers. How about, oh, I found this number 5, which is number 6. Okay, if with the deck this is number 1, so this is not this one. With frame this is number 2, so this is not this one. With keel this is number 5, so this is not this one. So it can be this one because it has lots of cuts off and thin enough. How about mentioning thickness of the wood? Found it. Just identifying this is really sheet number 6 because it's written here. So remove the cabin coaming and cabin roof from sheet number 6. So just intuition told me that this is number 6 and I was right. And okay, not this one, not this one, but this is the one, so we need to cut it. What I want to do, I just will use a piece of masking tape to spread the drawing so I can work with it. Nothing useful for now. Had somewhere just white sheet which I will use to make. Actually, the best way to make patterns to use such transparent plastics like this transparent boxes. This one is from eggs. This is Imbir's favorite eggs, so this is Imbir's breakfast. So I will make a pattern out of this plastic piece. Perfect. I just will cut some edges just to keep it flat. This is just sharpened file. You can use that huge needles. I don't know for what exactly that. Just very big needles, usually for shoes, sewing. They will do the same job. Just to mark it. I will use also a piece of masking tape to keep it in one position because it is very easy to slide. I just will not press tight on the paper so it will not get glue to it. I hope it's visible. You see? So I just scratched it. Oh, this is my favorite cutting mat. It's already almost dead, but I still like it. I like it because it's small, you can move it all over the place. It's very nice to have something like this. Now I will cut this pattern. You also can cut it from paper. Just when you have something stiff, you have, like, it's easier to work, or if you need to make such pattern for cutting something, you need to make two pieces, especially with if it is for one, you definitely can use paper. If it is more than one, just more convenient to use something like this plastic. Again, I will use a piece of masking tape. Trying to understand what shipwreck are you talking about. Oh, my soldering iron. I have this China, the cheapest $10 soldering iron, and they claim that the lowest temperature on this one is 200 Celsius. Don't know how much you can trust to this sticker, but it is written so. It's not only for eggs. I have still lots of such boxes. Usually food. Oh, it's just jumped. It's for food like croissants, all these muffins. Lots of such plastic box, or just when you ask them for a box in restaurants, they quite often can bring you something like this. So this is my pattern now. Probably I can shape it a little to make it perfect radius. You can't do this with paper. Maybe with cardboard. Now I need to cut them from this wood. So I will use this straight edge, like one side of it. Actually, the best way to mark everything, this is something sharp, even for wood, because when you're doing this with pencil, It's still plus minus, but for this kit it is okay. But if you are working with stiff woods like pear, boxwood, the best way to mark it, it's really just to use something sharp. Now this stiff pattern, it's just like ruler, just of proper shape which you need to cut. Now I will keep this pattern in the box. What if I need to cut another one? Now I need to cut this. I just replaced the blade, that's why it's so sharp and it's so easy to cut. And actually basswood, it is very easy to cut. And now I just need to sand it a little. And to make them perfectly symmetrical, I just will use a drop of cyanoacrylate, and we'll sand them together. Yeah, windows for the ship also is from the same plastic, that is true. This is what I'm constantly talking about. Cyanoacrylate is perfect for temporary fixations and working something like with this. Come on, I need another drop here. Yeah, but basswood is so like sponge. I don't know if it will work, so probably I have to use 6 cyanoacrylate. Because while I'm positioning it, it is probably dried already. Can I glue? Sort of. Good enough at this moment. And where is my piece of... Probably I can cut this simultaneously. And now I need to sand it a little. It's just jumped into halves. I have this thick cyanoacrylate. This should do the job. I think now it is holding. I will sand it on both sides. Until I will get same shape. At this project, I'm using mostly that hand tools, which are similar, which you can find in the combo kits, just because majority of builders such kits, this is beginners who has any tools at all. That's why I'm using exactly the same, just to show that you can build with all that hand tools models. You are buying all that power tools, Dremel, Proxon, etc. when you are working like already professional, or when you converted your hobby into job, then you have to speed up the processes and then you have to buy power tools. That's why I'm using minimum of tools here. Like I was building my first model. And that was even when I opened this Lobster smug, it has version with tools. When I opened that box and it was full of tools, my jaw just dropped. It was like, oh my god, I was dreaming about these tools when I was building my first model. So just this kit with tools, worth to buy it just because it has very good quality tools and big quantity. Of course I can take Dremel or Proxon just fast, convert it into a proper shape, but we are working here like we don't have that power tools. I think it's perfect shape. Let me check. So it is exactly the same shape. Somehow it is longer than I need. Okay. I need to cut it somewhere here. How I managed to do that? Where is that pattern? Should be something like this. True, I made much longer pattern. Haven't paid attention on that one. It should be something like here. So yeah, now I have to fix it. Just slight cut. And a little more sanding. Perfect, maybe 1 millimeter longer, but it's okay because this is flat drawing, and as you know we have not that flat bow. So I will remove this drawing because I don't need it anymore here. Oi, too strong. Just dust, small quantity. And where I have put this small piece. Okay, where is my small piece? I was holding it in my hands. I hope I haven't thrown it away. No, it's not here. Come on. Probably have to scroll back video just to find it. It's not funny. What I have done with that piece? Oh, it's right here, behind the pencil, properly hidden. Yeah, ultimation tools, they are just probably the best. They are very precise. From all that what I have before, they are the best. They worth each cent to spend on them. So let me open this small piece. Now when I used very thick cyanoacrylate, this will be a challenge. Just I need to make this easy. Oh, slowly, just cracked one drop and second one, please. Come on, I know this is a very good cyanoacrylate, but we can crack. Yeah, just crack both of them. But I will glue first rails and then this. Should be something like this, and I probably need to bend it. Any information about bending? Yes, I can see slight radius, so yes, I will bend it on my candle plank bender. So let's start gluing. So you can see full entire side of the model, and I probably will use something to support it. So it will not do this. Yeah, now it's perfect. And I will use again 6 cyanoacrylate, this one, and PVA. Actually, I have a drop of this one. Now I need to add PVA on a different jar. This is just because I don't want to use clamps, so I will use combination of 2 glues. Now I need to cut proper angle for this one. A little bigger angle. Something like this. And I will apply, I will use a different needle. I will apply PVA and I will leave some spots for dots of cyanoacrylate. And I will not apply it entire length, just piece of it. So I will leave this spot for cyanoacrylate, another piece of glue, and then I will add it in the process of gluing. Just because it's such a thin layer, it can dry. Maybe another step. and second half I will apply on the model. And now, ouch, I just got glue myself into cyanoacrylate glue. Good job. Okay, we'll take a different needle. So this is a drop of cyanoacrylate. And this is a drop of cyanoacrylate. I'm using 6 cyanoacrylate, it soaks in the wood immediately. And in the end of this spot. So this is instead of clumps. Preferably without gluing your fingers. I believe here was the dot. Maybe I should make smaller steps. PVA and cyanoacrylate. Now I will remove all this PVA. Yeah, I probably should use more cyanoacrylate in the bow or shorter steps, like here. Because now I should use my fingers as clamps. I think this is just because during the war. That's why you don't have this additional fees or custom charges. Now I will apply glue. Probably I will flip it so I can see exactly where I am applying it. Because I just made dirty model. And again, I think I lost my needle for cyanoacrylate. Oh, good job. I'm not actually showing you what I'm doing. So I applied PVA, now I'm adding dots of 6 cyanoacrylate. So cyanoacrylate holds it immediately. But I see I made wave here because I was gluing in upside down. It was inconvenient for me, so I need to unglue it. So I can stick my scalpel and glue this cyanoacrylate here carefully. Click. Of course I can use soldering iron to cure the PVA right now. Especially here in the bow. This is what I will do. And it is the lowest possible temperature. Good. So yes, on the next rail I will use or will make smaller steps with bigger quantity of dots with cyanoacrylate, because right now I'm holding it with my fingers, clamping it. I'm just replacing with new ones, but old ones I'm using for creating scrapers, just cleaning needles from cyanoacrylate. I'm using them literally until they will rust. So just will make it warm and PVA will cure faster. I'm doing with central part, it's not that hot. It's actually not hot yet at all. I think now it's holding. Maybe I need to apply more heat here, because I unglued cyanoacrylate and I need to cure PVA here. So while it is hot, I'm just clamping with fingers. When it cools off, I can remove it. One side is ready. How about second one? Here. Just will add another drop of glue. Proper angle. I found that I haven't properly sanded this corner. job. That wasn't smart. Now it's perfect, and I notice it because something is not perfect here too. Now it is perfect. Bigger angle. And actually entire side of this, of the starboard, not perfectly sanded, so I need to add slight sanding here. And I wanted to glue today everything, so now I can see that I just can't do it in 2 hours. I will try. Just there's always something in addition to do. Why I'm sanding because I have this glue sticking out. The planking is taller than the deck. I just need to create perfect flat surface. Now it's good. Maybe something right here. Now it is good. And again, the same. I will use this one is from here. I will use combination of 2. I will make smaller steps. So I'm just leaving open spaces between PVA for cyanoacrylate. Now dots of cyanoacrylate. So I will not get into glue. And I like 6 cyanoacrylate because even if you have touched it in wrong spot, you still can move detail or part or plank. It is not cures instantly. You have 3-5 seconds to move it. It is very nice and sometimes extremely useful, like right here in the bow. I think this is from where I finished applying glue. Need to clean my... This is actually old blade with... and I can clean right now my favorite tool from glue. It is dull, but perfect for cleaning. Maybe I will not need even soldering iron, just can press it to force it to cure faster. Just give me a moment, I will finish gluing this rail, or this is actually mold in the instruction, or rails, and I will read your questions. I just can't do it simultaneously while I'm with glue. If I missed your question somewhere, just drop it in the comments under the video. I will see it definitely then. And cyanoacrylate. Just will hold it a few seconds and I can search for comments. Just to keep me company, Andrei Krugliakov will be building Santa Maria boat. And just translating what was written in Ukrainian. And just more, I just can see that you have written a lot. Oh, about the blades I have written, good. Ouch, just got glued. Now I will clean this glue. Something is not right here. Again created a wave. Just to fix this drop of cyanoacrylate should be clicked. Yes. And this one. Clicked. Should be like this. Better do not touch your fingers. It's hot. And now I can check how straight this line. And yes, I'm happy with it. It is without, it shouldn't be like waves. If you have seen something like this, you better unglue while it is still raw and reglue it. And just to check it, you just have to check on eye. I don't like something right here. And what is this? Probably haven't finished sanding deck, and that's why. What is this wave? Because I have perfectly straight whale, but not the deck. And you can see that the deck is sticking out. It's visible right here. So now I need to sand this to the level of this. I don't want to rise it up because it will be not that straight. Better to sand the deck this time. And in this case it's very easy to do because this is basswood. It's very soft, and this is sandpaper 100, I believe, grade. Now it's perfect. Just perfect. So, first one is ready. Now I believe I have to glue these pieces which we just cut. Should be in the end of the bow. And I need to bend it, and I have my candle bender. Ow. Don't ask. And a glass of water. And I probably can try to bend them simultaneously. Can try. Does not mean that I can bend them simultaneously, because this jar is very hot. So better not to do it with your hands. Have you seen Enhanced a Mighty Arrow kit? No, I haven't. And what I already noticed that even same manufacturer who made one perfect kit does not mean that all of them will be the same. Each of their kits usually has a different designer. So, and this also influence the quality of the kit dramatically sometimes. Let's check it now. I believe it's perfect. Now I need to glue it. Maybe I need to water it a little because too stiff. And I need to unbend the twist and go like this. Okay, one more time, plank bender. Where is my wooden? I need to grab another one. So it's visible what I'm doing. And I'm twisting now. And now it's just what I need. Just need to dry it completely. And same with this one. This one on this side should be twisted. Perfect, just to dry it. Let me show you it in sharp. This one is from here, and that one is from there. I need also clamp. At least one. And of course I have taken wrong side. This is from this one. Now I want you to clamp it. Come on. Straight clamp. And solder and iron should help. Not visible, not visible, not visible, visible. Almost visible. So now I have to cure the PVA completely because I can't clamp it here. Of course I could use also cyanoacrylate, a drop of cyanoacrylate, but already did with PVA. And it is already visible that it cured, just a few more seconds, so it definitely will stay in its position. And second side. Will disconnect soldering iron, so it will not be that hot. Yeah, sometimes when you have to bend wood, then you have to dry it completely, then you can remove your fingers. When it is not under pressure or not stressed wood, you just can really hold it a few minutes and let it dry completely without clamping. Okay, now I can glue lower whales or molds. It is written molds here somehow, but I'm thinking about something. Have some planks. Maybe I can find proper width. This is probably too wide, for sure. I have some here. I have some scraps here. Just need to find proper width, like this. Oh, perfect. I just will use this veneer as a pattern, so I will position my lower mold. I don't know why it's mold, more like whales. So it will be at the same distance between lower and upper. So I will need some clamps. It's too thin. Maybe I can use something thicker. What is the width of this one? 5. And 6. Something 5 millimeters. This is probably 3. 4. No, it's too thin. Something with a proper width. Can't be that I have only 6 and 4 millimeters, but yes, I have only 5. Oh, I have only 4 and 6 millimeters wide. It's not fair. What is this? 5. Perfect. I was searching something thicker because I don't want to damage also upper mold. This is my wood for working, so I can cut proper length. And one more clamp. How to put it here so it will be in proper position, or maybe I just can make it shorter. This is what is happening in ship modeling. A couple of hours of prep works to glue one small piece. Yeah, I will cut it somewhere here probably because I can't position it properly. Or even here. Because when I can't hold it in proper place, better not to have it. Okay. Next. Some glue. Is this all the way to the end? Bigger angle. So it should be something like this. I can use a small piece here to create something like this. I'm thinking about pins to keep it in proper position because I still can mask them with filler. Like this. Not perfect. Now it's perfect. Now I will grab a drop of fresh PVA. Yeah, small job, half of a toolbox. Sounds like right. A drop of piano acrylate. Fresh. Preferably without dropping it on your fingers. Now I need to clean this needle. And this. Let's start gluing. And again, combination of two glues. So I will not use clamps for this. And cyanoacrylate. Just will hold it a few seconds because this is 6 cyanoacrylate. Have to clamp it a little. Thank you. Wood pins work to hold the guide. Yes, they did. Just when, if it wasn't painted model, I probably would not do that because I don't want to get that holes. And so I just have to figure out how to glue it without that pattern. Now I want to clean the glue. But I think this is something what I can't probably do today more. I will glue it on another side and this will be end of our live stream today. We will finish deck tomorrow. The plan was to work on the deck, not on the hull. Sometimes I'm thinking about doing one thing and then start thinking, looking, and just happens to be different. Something different, but also very important. Okay, let's continue gluing. This is imbir's fur. Now I need cyanoacrylate. Barely can see, somewhere like this. Come on, stay here. I need you here. Sync. think I did it. In a moment I will clean all these drops of glue. But I need to clamp first it. I like that free sunset. I would like to have one. Okay. Let's remove this pattern. What if I have dropped a drop of cyanoacrylator PVA glue in wrong spot, so better to remove it. And these two holes I will hide with putty later. Perfect. Now on this side, same trick. Stay here, please. Stay here. This piece I will need here. Here, please. Don't like this corner. Probably I will shorten it because it is not in proper place. This one is too hairy. do some here. Something like this. And cyanoacrylate. Stay here, stay here. Just need to clamp it for a few seconds. Made a long piece. That was a mistake. In New Jersey should be first Sunday of August, usually on the battleship New Jersey. There is a show, actually Philadelphia Ship Modelers Club usually keeping show there. And yes, this week, or from Monday to Friday, this is the last week where we have a show in the USS Constitution Museum at Boston. I'm going to pick up my models on Sunday or Saturday. I need to check, because probably I will make short live stream, like 1.5 hours, and then I will run to pick up my models from Boston. But you still have entire week to visit the Boston museum in Boston if you haven't done it yet. It's already months on this show. It's actually not show, this is exhibition, and every visitor can get and see it. Some models actually came from Texas, and this is really heroic of ship modeler who brought them, driving from Texas to Boston. So this exhibition just worth to come and see. Let's glue it. Stern. Let me move it in this direction so it will be visible. need a drop of PVA. Haven't calculated it properly. Just a few seconds. You mean a real wooden boat? My pleasure, I'm glad you like it. Okay, let's clean. Oh, good job. Just fell from my stand. Perfect, it's back. Let's stand. Just don't want to glue it until I paint it, then I will glue everything. Actually, I will glue rudder and center board. Maybe tomorrow. Perfect. I think I can remove this. So this is our today's result. Let me see what is visible. Oh, good job. I just touched cable. Maybe this is cable makes me troubles. It is sometimes disconnecting. No, something is wrong. I thought that it is coupler, maybe it's cable because I just touched it and signal disappeared. But camera hasn't turned itself off, so I don't know. But this is the result of today's work. So 2 whales, molds. And let's glue tomorrow this cabin and toy rail on top of the model. So I think I made it only 2 hours stream, so exactly how it was planned. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it looks nice. Each small detail and the model is growing, and each glued part, like, oh, it's become bigger and bigger, it's more beautiful. So yes, I like it. So then, see you tomorrow at the same time, and I hope I will finish the deck, because we still have these 2 small strips, toy rails, and somewhere the roof of the cabin, and it should be glued, and probably I will glue also rudder and centerboard, so the model will be ready for painting. So actually I'm gluing everything what should be painted before gluing all parts and details, all other parts and details. So I think I will do it tomorrow completely. So if you have any questions, just drop them now. If I missed some questions in the chat, drop them in the comments under the video. I will read them for sure, because this live chat will appear in 2 days, so I will see it later if I will check the live chat, of course. So then see you tomorrow, and have a nice day, have a nice rest of your day or evening, depends from which part of the world you are watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye!